Hey, kia ora, Helen Brahms here, coming to you live from Surprise in Arizona. Hope you're having a super fantastic sparkling day. I was sitting here and I'm going, why is the live thing not showing up? Boy, this is taking a long time to connect. And then I realized I hadn't hit the go live button. Okay, so first things first, welcome to Before the Dirt Nap podcast number 1412. The excitement is building. Oh my gosh, you have no idea the excitement level in this house. This poor dog over here, which, yeah, she's gotten herself into the side of the chair where she can't be seen on screen. Oh, there she is, just that little bit, just there. So the excitement is building. And we were supposed to have a guest on tonight, but our schedules got mixed up. So Nicole is going to be with us on Friday. So tomorrow, let's see. Nicole's going to be with us on Friday, which is going to be cool. There was a video I saw that I just about wet myself laughing. And I sent it to her and I said, we have to do a show on this. And so she watched the video and went, yeah, we do. But we had a schedule mix up and that's okay. These things happen. It works out beautifully in the end because she'll be on when she's supposed to be on with the information that she needs to have for us. Sometimes things just work that way. It's good. If you miss a date, it could be there's a reason for it and something better is coming down the road. So let's see. So tonight you just get me and the excitement is building because it is a phenomenal week and it gets even better because I have exciting news for next week. So, and then tomorrow night, mark tomorrow night on your calendar at 6 p.m. Pacific because we are having a special guest on tomorrow night as well. And this woman is fantastic. The knowledge that she has and what she's going to be sharing with you is going to be really, really cool. And tomorrow night at 6 p.m. Pacific, a very special event is also taking place because those that are signed up at beforedirtnapadventures.com, you will be receiving an email at 6 p.m. Pacific tomorrow night. Well, that's when we're sending it. How long it takes to get into your inbox, that's up to the magical world of the internet. I am sending it at 6 p.m. Pacific. I've got it in there, scheduled, ready to go. You will be getting access to our Before the Dirt Nap adventure that we're going to be doing in December of 2024. So it's a whole 18 months early, and there's a really, really good reason for that. And only because this particular vendor sells out really fast, and we tried for March, but they were just about sold out in March. So we went for December. And then, so that's tomorrow. Thursday, we don't have anything happening on Thursday. Friday, we're going to have Nicole on. We're going to be talking about how to read labels. At least I think that's what we're talking about. She may have changed her mind, but that's okay. And then on Saturday at 6 p.m. Pacific, we are going to be having on the vendor who is helping us organize the Before the Dirt Nap adventure for December of 2024. She's going to be coming on talking about what we're going to be doing, some of the fun places we're going to get to see, some of the fun things we get to do. And I am just like, I was putting the whole website, I was putting it together today and I was like, I just want to show somebody. And so I sent her the link to say, here, go have a peek at this. And so I know she's traveling this week. Hopefully she gets to see it soon and comments back on it. So we will keep you posted on that. I just thought, hang on, pen. Yeah. Sorry, I just had to write myself a quick note before I forget because I got to go change something on the website. And so that's this Saturday is going to be at 6 p.m. Pacific. We are going public with the thing. And there's only 20 spaces. There are 20 spaces. That's it. So if you are on the list Before Dirt Nap Adventures, it's first come, first serve. If you get in with your deposit, then you got to get in first with your deposit in order to make sure you secure one of those 20 spaces. I will be person number 21. But I'm taking 20 people with me on this adventure. So it's going to be awesome. I really can't wait. My table squeaks. And then the following weekend, on the 24th and 25th, we have Networking Riches 2.0 on that weekend, which is going to be so awesome. Casey is just on fire right now, and he's going to be bringing so much energy to Networking Riches. So if you haven't been to a Networking Riches before, you can join us at, actually, I'm going to see if I can switch this at, I think that's the right one. Yep, there it is, right across the bottom of the screen there. You can register at havetoNetwork.com and come as if you go through that link, you'll come as my guest and be able to learn some great new information that he has. And like I said, he is on fire right now. I was at a workshop this weekend and he was there, and yeah, he is so excited right now and so on fire, and he is just moving. And this Networking Riches, you're going to get that energy. It is going to be out of this world. I might see if I can get him on one night next week to come and talk about Networking Riches and what you can expect. So I'm going to put that on my list to do, actually. He is going to be on at the end of July. But when we celebrate 4 years. So he'll be on the 31st of July. But we want to get him on next week before Networking Riches so that you guys can have a chance to get some of that energy, hear some of that knowledge, and come join us at Networking Riches. So that's that one. So lots is happening. And I feel like I'm on I don't know, right? I got those boxes behind me that I'm going to be working on this weekend. I just found out we get Monday off. Monday is a federal holiday, but what's it called? They've made it. It wasn't a federal holiday last year. Juneteenth. I apologize for getting that pronunciation wrong. That is happening on Monday, and it is a federal public holiday. So now I get a 3-day weekend. I'm like, yes, an extra day where I can unpack. Yay. I don't get to unpack a lot during the week. So now that I've got 2 days over this weekend, because the Saturday I have my mastermind group meeting, and that will go to like mid-afternoon. And then I've got from there until we go live at 6 p.m. to get some more unpacking done. But then I get all day Sunday, all day Monday to do unpacking. Yes. And I have to empty out the craft room as well, because I've got the contractors coming in next week to replace the carpet in the craft room. So I have to clear that out this week as well. So it's all happening. And I keep looking at my schedule every morning and going, okay. And then I got some guys coming tomorrow to do some solar testing or evaluation or something, with management companies looking at putting in solar panels. So I think they come in and do part of the study on that. Is it not flipping up? There we go. So it's been it's a happening week this week. Poor Zeffy doesn't know what's coming or going. But I am keeping firm, because I am on my 90 days of self-love. I am making sure that nothing is happening before 8 a.m. in the morning, because from when I get up to 8 a.m. in the morning, that's my time. That is my self-care time. It is when I go walk the dog. It is, getting ready for the day. Around 7:45, I actually look at my calendar for the day to see what's happening. And where's she going? Probably look out the window. No, she went the other way. This picture's reversed. What was I? Oh yeah. So I look at my calendar around 7:45 in the morning, so that I look at it at night. So as soon as we're finished here, I'll go look at my calendar, see what I've got coming up tomorrow. I will look at it again tomorrow morning around 7:45. I know we've got these guys coming at like 8 o'clock. And so I've got to be back from walking Zeffy by then, so I can look at my calendar for the day to say, okay, this is what we've got. Oh, we've got some time slots in here, so we can unpack a box. I'm always looking for little spaces when I can unpack a box. And a box can take anywhere from a minute to unpack to a little longer, depending what's in the box and where it needs to go in the house. There are several boxes that I'm opening, and I'm finding like brochures in there from 2019. And I'm like, yeah, we don't need those no more. So walking out to the recycling bin and putting the stuff into the recycling bin so they all get recycled. But yeah, I am, oh my gosh. And then I got some stuff arriving on Thursday as props for Saturday. So it's a big week we've got this week. Now I want to know, what exciting stuff do you guys have happening this week that we can cheer you on with? What expectations do you have this week? What exciting events have you got going on? I know there's some people out there who are doing speaking engagements that they're super excited about, and I'm super excited for them because they're getting to speak on some big stages. There's people who are launching books that they've published this week. There are people who are taking a vacation that they haven't taken in a very long time. So there's lots of stuff out there to celebrate. So what are you celebrating this week? I know that there's some people doing a different type of celebration where they are celebrating the life of a loved one who has passed, but they're celebrating it in a way that would be fitting for the person who has passed. Some people get, you get people who are full of life and all of a sudden they're not there anymore. Take the time to celebrate their life and the fullness that they lived. My goal is at the end is to slide in and go, wow, what a ride. And so that's part of the motivation behind what we do at Before the Dirt Nap. We want you to live your best life now. We want you to be able to slide in at the end and go, wow, what a ride. And that ride is whatever you want it to be. If you want it to be a nice quiet life, where you can sit and read and talk books or, meet with friends, that sort of stuff, where some people are just sort of like laid back type people. They're not big on going out and doing things. And that's okay. That's their ride. That's their life. And they'll slide in there and go, that was a great ride. But it's also looking at that list that you have that's tucked away that nobody knows about and going, am I going to live a life full of regrets, or am I just going to get out there and say, let's do it? And one of Brad's biggest regrets at the end of his life, I've got a 5th grandson who's going to be arriving like any day. He's due in, what's today's date? The 12th. He's due in 12 days. 13th, 11 days. But who knows? He may be making an early appearance. I don't know. But I can't wait to get to meet him or find out that he's now in this world, living and breathing and starting to grow. Because that's what happens when you're born. You just start to grow and life starts. I can't wait. I can't wait to meet him, find out what his name is. I love it that the kids are close. They're close. When it comes to naming, they're like, we're not telling. I'm like, okay, that's fine. I'll find out when the baby's here. That works for me. So can't wait to find out what the latest grandson's is going to be called. But one of Brad's, and this will be grandson number 5. And back when Brad passed, we only had one grandson, and his biggest regret was he wouldn't get to see his grandchildren grow up. So what are you doing to ensure that you don't live a life of regret? Get out there, live it now, live your best life now. And that's why we bring you these podcasts, because we want you to live your best life now. We're bringing in people that can help you live your best life now based on where you are and where you're at. It's not turning around and saying, you have to do this. No. We always say, take what you want and leave the rest. Out of the information we bring you, take what you want and leave the rest. Because all the information is not for everyone. Some people have certain things that they want to accomplish and they know how they're going to do it. And that's awesome. I love that. There are some people out there who are struggling and they need to find the right person that can work with them to help them achieve what they want to do. And we love that too. So it could be somebody that you are like, here is my 10-year plan laid out, or here's my plan for the rest of my life laid out. I have some big goals that I want to accomplish in the next 9 years, because it's going to be 2032 but when I accomplish them. And this past weekend gave me some tools that will help me achieve those goals. So I was super excited to be there. And the cool part is I found myself very calm through the whole workshop. The information wasn't explained in a way that I understood. And if I didn't understand, I asked the question. I asked a clarifying question. But I didn't get overwhelmed. There was a lot of information. Don't get me wrong. There was a lot of really good information. And I was just like, yeah, that would be a good thing to get on. I didn't take screeds of notes. I just took the notes of the stuff that I wanted to remind myself of oh yeah, I need to remember to do that, or to go do this, and I have to do this. Got to understand the mechanics of real estate investing. When it comes to doing loans and stuff, are they in compliance with the SEC? When you're raising funds, is it in compliance with the SEC regulations? Because Security Exchange Commission, which oversees Wall Street and stuff, also oversees things like notes and loans and that sort of thing as well. And they have their regulations. So it was like, am I doing what I am supposed to be doing as far as when it comes to raising money and that sort of thing? But yeah, so this real estate investing is definitely part of my plan, my huge plan to achieve my goal by 2032. And so it was good to finally get some good base information to help me start, to help me know where to start looking, to help me start with the research and everything else. And I did not feel overwhelmed. The brain was tired. I will give you that. The brain was tired. But I was not overwhelmed. I was not thinking, oh my gosh, this is a lot of work. At one point I thought, oh, that's a lot more involved than I thought it would be. Need to learn more about that. So there was those sorts of conversations I had with myself of, oh, that's a little more involved than I was led to believe. So I'm going to have to start looking into that. But yeah, so we're all out there living our best life now. What are you? And my 90 days of self-love is part of that, living my best life now. You can have all the time in the world, you can have all the money in the world, but if you do not have your health to be able to enjoy your life, that's going to be a challenge. So maybe there's something that you need to do to help yourself improve your health, not go on a diet, not lose weight, not do exercise. We're removing those words. It is, maybe putting more movement in your day. And I keep telling people, I say, well, moving out of the RV into a house has been a big thing, has greatly increased my daily movements. And they're like, what do you mean? I said, well, I used to slide out of the dining booth and take 4 to 6 steps, and I was in the bathroom. And they're like, oh, okay. I said, yeah, now when I leave my office, which is at the front of the house, I have to go all the way to the back of the house to use the bathroom. They're like, oh, I said, so it's a little more than 4 to 4. I haven't counted the steps yet. A little more than 4 to 6 steps. But, and sometimes I do, and sometimes just to get extra movement in there, I do it at a little trot, like a fast-paced, I'll either fast-paced walk it down there, or I'll just not jog, just like a little trot down there. And when I start doing a little trot, you hear Zephy's like, what's going on? What's that? I got to go see. And so she comes trotting along behind me. Hey, she's getting more movement too. I was talking to somebody today. I said she's figured out, she loves the fact that she can zoom around the house. She loves being chased. She loves playing with her toys. She's doing a lot more of interactions with me as far as playing goes, and zooming and all of that sort of thing. It's like this morning she was zooming around the kitchen island and the boxes in the kitchen there, because we've got the island here and then there's still some boxes there. So she's zooming around that whole thing, and I'm standing in one place to try and block her, and she'll come flying around the corner on a bit of an angle because she's kind of sliding around on the tile, and she's already worked out how she's going to get past me. And I just stand there and go, like, I'll reach down for her, and she'll suddenly dart at the last second to get around me. And so we had a lot of fun with that this morning. But I said, she's finding that tiles, I said she's okay on the carpet, she's okay on the mats, but when it comes to the tiles, it's a whole new ball game for her, because she'll go sliding around corners. And so she's trying to figure out when she has to slow back her speed so she can go around the corner without banging into the wall or something. I said, but she does like the fact that when she gets her soft toys, you throw them down on the floor and she sees them and she gets down, and she's almost like a cat, and she gets down and she wriggles like cats do. And then she pounces on them, and then her back legs keep going. And she's like sliding this toy along the floor. It's the funniest thing to see. But this morning when we got up, I opened up the back, part of my routine is I open up the back door for her, and she goes out there, lays in the sun. She wanders around. I don't know if she actually does anything when she's out there, because I don't see the remnants of anything when she's out there. But she patiently waits for me to get dressed and showered and dressed so we can go for a walk. Yeah, so more movement is definitely in my agenda, and I can feel it. I can feel the increased movement is having an impact on my body, a good impact on my body. When it comes to eating, it's sort of like I basically eat what I want. But now I have a full kitchen. I can actually bake in a stove. I can get my crock pot out. I've got a stove top so I can cook eggs in the morning. And that's what we'll have tonight. Scrambled eggs on toast. That sounds good. Things like that. It's just little things. And I'm a person who, if I want to eat a big meal in the morning, I will do it then. If I want to have a big meal at night, I try not to eat a big meal at night because for me, it sits in my stomach and it's very uncomfortable. But yeah, now that I'm in the house and I've got a different bed and everything else, I'm learning what I need to do as far as food goes, as far as, hey, sweet girl, as far as food goes, as far as drinking water goes, when I need to stop or start slowing down so I'm not getting up every hour on the hour type of thing in the middle of the night. But last night I got up at, was it 3:30? Yeah, I slept from went to bed at 10:30 last night and read for 5 minutes. I couldn't keep my eyes open. And then I slept through to around 3:30, got up, went to the bathroom, got back to bed, and my alarm clock woke me up this morning. So I got a good night's sleep, basically. Some nights, the last couple of weeks, it's been up and down all night, getting used to a new bed, getting used to a new house, and then interrupting that by going and staying in a hotel for 3 nights. And then coming back again. So the body's sort of okay, we need some sleep. And so part of the 90 days challenge of self-love is knowing what your body needs and providing for it. And how you choose to do that is up to you. If you want to do more movement to help your body, feel free. There's no hard and fast rules about the 90 days of self-love. It's just taking that time to appreciate who you are, appreciate your body, appreciate your talents. I love the fact that I can look at myself now in the mirror and I do have an idea in my head. Was that somebody? Oh, cool. Our Amazon order just arrived. The fact that I can, because I have this mental image when I told Chris Dyer this the other day, and I said to her, I have this mental image in my head of how I look when I'm out walking around. And then I come home and I get the reality in the mirror. Now I'm starting, but I'm thinking, the mindset, keep the mindset going. But when we see yourself in the mirror, thank you, sweet girl. Did you patrol that? Did you? We'll get you some treats. She always gets treats for patrolling and telling me that somebody's outside or that a package has arrived. What was I talking about? Oh, yeah. So part of the self-love thing is learning to love your body as it is. And it's taken me a long time, but I'm getting there. And even though I still have a mental image of how I think I look when I'm out walking around and taking Zeffy for walks, I'm walking with more confidence. Walking taller and straighter than I usually do instead of just slumped over and we're out walking. I'm walking with purpose now when I go out there. And when I come home and I catch myself in the mirror, I'm so I love those curves. And I do. I love my curves. I've always had a curvy body and I just love my curves. So I'm learning to love my curves a little more and we'll just see how it goes. But anyway, I've done enough yakking. I'm out of here. Tomorrow night, we do have a special guest coming on at 6 p.m. Pacific time. And don't forget, if you are on the Before the Dirt Nap Adventures list at beforedirtnapadventures.com, if you have signed up there, look in your inbox at 6 p.m. Pacific tomorrow night for the reveal of our trip that we're going to be doing and of our Before the Dirt Nap Adventure we're going to be doing in December of 2024. And then mark your calendars for Saturday the 17th at 6 p.m. Pacific, because we are going to be having a show and tell on what we're going to be doing in December of 2024. We're going to have a special guest coming in who is going to be doing a presentation of what we're going to be doing. And it's going to be so much fun. I'm beyond excited for this. So it is going to be so much fun. So the excitement is building. And even when those two events happen, I've got the excitement to build up for Networking Riches the following weekend. So it is go, 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 go around here. I'm out of here. Go have a super fantastic, sparkling evening. And we'll catch you guys back here tomorrow night at 6 p.m. Pacific. Hey, konera.